What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to bring you another game from the Starseries Season 3. This is going to be between the Copenhagen Wolves. You can see that they are made up of mostly ex-TTB members, plus Rise, who is ex, like, everything, like Quantic and SK and Eclipsia. He's been juggled around quite a bit. He's also going to be between Team Empire. And Team Empire, from what I've seen from them, they have got to be the favorites so far. They've just been demolishing everybody. It's been kind of freaky. We'll see if the Wolves give them a run for their money. Bans coming out looking extremely normal and bland. Some notable heroes that are still in, Nature's Prophet, Invoker. But really, those two aren't really highly prized as much anymore. Leshrac, Chen, Lycan, Naga, and Darkseer are all pretty much the go-to bans. If those aren't banned in the first round, well then you pick those guys up because they're going to win you the game, most likely. Rubik being the first pick from the Wolves, pretty standard first pick there. Rubik, not really a hero that's banned all that often, but still so highly prized because of his versatility. And Empire, going to go with the first pick, Chaos Knight, as well as a Morphling. Holy crap. I think they have enough damage now, guys. I think they do. Chaos Knight, first pick, not really seen all that much anymore. Simply because he's not really, again, highly prized. You could wait until the fourth or fifth pick to actually procure him if you want to go for him at all. The Copenhagen Wolves, what do they want to actually do for this? They could pick up two supports right now and deny those to Empire, because Empire wants support. They have two, one semi-carry and a hard carry. So they need those support heroes. And Copenhagen Wolves, with their 2 picks plus 2 bans, could effectively ban out 4 support heroes for Empire and force their hand into something that they really don't want to play. Or they could simply shape up their own lineup. It's the beauty of drafting. You have so many options. I do think that with Team Empire revealing their hand 100%, it's a little bit of a mistake from them. Like Morphling, usually you see him picked up in the first phase, but CK, they could have waited and then held that card close to the chest and made sure that Copenhagen Wolves didn't have a clue what was coming towards them. The Wolves, with a lot of time running out, 50 seconds left on the reserve. I still think that if they just pick up two support heroes, come on, like pick up Venomancer, he's always good. You're never gonna regret picking up a Venomancer, and like a Shadow Demon or Lina or Disruptor or something, and screw over Empire. Force them to play those weird support heroes. Force them to pick up something like a Warlock or a I don't know, a Windrunner support or a Witch Doctor. Then they might have a weakness, Team Empire, because what I've seen from them, they've been pretty much killing everything. They're going to go with the Shadow Demon recommendation, but they're instead going to go for the Invoker. Very solid pick. Not as like mind-gamey as I was really hoping for from the Wolves. They got to make sure that they get solid picks of their own. Invoker is that solid pick. Invoker and Rubik, both pretty much the most versatile heroes, and yes, I was expecting this. Empire going to pick up the Wisp. Great partner to have with that Chaos Knight. Even before level 6, a Tether will get that guaranteed stun, which will chain off with his Chaos Bolt, plus the Reality Rift, not to mention the Spirit damage to boot. Then later on in the game, you have that Relocate. You can instantly pick off a Rubik or a Shadow Demon. And then, of course, that Overcharge, or Overdrive, I don't even know what it's called anymore, Overcharge, there you go. Chaos Knight will hit like a very fast ton of bricks. And if there's anything worse than a ton of bricks, it's a ton of bricks that's attacking with like plus 80% movement speed, with 70% attack speed. So it's a pretty deadly combo right there from Empire, but Wisp will also be their primary support hero. They probably would like someone who's not very item or experience reliant. Someone who's preferably range as well, but the ban's coming out. Windrunner denying Team Empire that long lane hero, as well as a Broodmother doing the same thing for the Wolves, because the mid lanes are pretty solid. Support lineup for Wolves is very solid, so Wolves probably going to look towards a long lane hero. Even like a Bounty Hunter might not be that bad. or Beastmaster, or well, Windrunner is already out of the pool, so those are the big three, I think. They also need a couple of stuns, because right now the only thing that they have is that Telekinesis, plus Cold Snap, I guess. Shadow Demon is a pretty good setup if you're going to go for an Exhort Invoker, which you might see from the Wolves. But they really need stuns to lock down that Morphling. Tidehunter and Enigma are going to be banned out. And get rid of those giant teamfight ultimates, so most likely this game will not come to the team fights. Or like, come down to the team fight combos, I should say. Instead, everything's going to be decided through skirmishing, which is more than okay for me. That means the fights happen a lot more often, and that's a lot more fun. The Wolves, what do you actually want right now? They need a long lane. Well, there you go. Long lane, ask and you shall receive. Beastmaster. Give him a lot of ganking potential, as well as that guaranteed stun on the Morphling. If Morphling doesn't go for a Lincoln Sphere build first, which has kind of been falling out of fashion, you could be in a lot of trouble. Although against this lineup, it's pretty much screaming, "Hey Morphling, you better go Lincoln Sphere, or else we will kick your ass." So Empire, whoever's gonna end up playing the Morphling, probably Blow Your Brains, is gonna be pretty heavily pressured just through the picks of Copenhagen Wolves into picking up a Lincoln Sphere. And, it's not a bad thing at all. It just might not be what he necessarily wants. Nature's Prophet's going to be a pickup from Empire, and their global lineup is absolutely terrifying. If they get a Tinker last pick, which I severely doubt they will, because that's just so greedy, but that would be in like the most solid global lineup at all in Dota. Of course, you could get Zeus and Spectre, but that's really not what you want to pick in these types of games. The Wisp relocating with the Chaos Knight, Nature's Prophet teleporting in, and Morphling who could replicate all over the place. Copenhagen Wolves, they're going to have to be very diligent about holding those TP scrolls, or else fights that look favorable for them will quickly turn against them. 3, do they need a support hero? Oh no, they don't need a support hero, they already have 2. They're going to go for Anti-Mage. They're going to have that late game secured, do a 4-1 strat versus Team Empire's very gank heavy strat. And if CK Wisp, Nature's Prophet, and then whoever's going to be picked up last, just hold the fort for Morphling. That'll be a pretty good strategy for Team Empire. The Wolves are going to look for a lot of what looks like Exhort ganks. By that I mean Stun Strikes set up by the Telekinesis as well as Disruption.
10 seconds remaining.
They do a lot of damage to Team Empire, especially the Wisp. Very low HP hero, even though he is Strength for some reason. I don't know why he's Strength.
Reserve time.
But the Wolves, they need a lot of picks, because Team Empire has such devastating late game with that CK Morphling, plus Overcharge. Nature's Prophet could also do a little bit of right-click damage as well, though he's probably going to go more towards the supporty build. Enchantress is going to be the pickup from Empire, so a jungler, a very support-oriented jungler as well. Very solid last pick for them. Give them that guaranteed slow as well as some more damage. So the Empire, they are like the kings of damage right now. They have some very solid lanes. Most likely we're going to be seeing a Morphling or Nature's Prophet mid. Nature's Prophet probably on the hard lane. Morphling mid, CK Wisp, and then Enchantress. Wolves on the other hand, Invoker probably on the I don't know, there's a lot of flexibility for them. Beastmaster definitely on the hard lane. Then H-Mage, Shadow Demon, Invoker, Rubik can be shuffled. However, it doesn't really matter all that much. They're just going to want to make sure that they have some setup in the lane against the Wisp so they could actually get kills on that. Because the Wisp, although he's a great, offensive hero and supporting hero, he's very soft himself. Here we go, jumping into the game, we have on the Empire Dire side, Silent playing the Nature's Prophet. Usually the go-to support hero for Empire. Support player, I'm sorry. So you're going to be playing the Nature's Prophet, which is a little bit of a mix-up. Blow Your Brains is actually going to go on the Chaos Knight. God Black on the Enchantress. Funnick on the Wisp. The role that we usually see the Wisp being played on the Empire side. Scandal is going to be playing that Morphling. On the Wolf side, we have Atsi on the Shadow Demon. Looking very happy with himself in that portrait right there. Balsam is going to be playing the hard carry Anti-Mage. Calculus going to be playing the Invoker with the Nino on Rubik. And that, of course, leaves Rise, X, Eclipsia, Quantic, SK, X everything, really. on the last hero, the Beastmaster.
Prepare for battle.
They're all heading up towards the top lane, where Empire just be chilling and typing and having fun. Because really, if you're not having fun with this game, then why are you playing it? Just stop doing it. Why are you doing it to yourself? But all 5 heading up towards the top lane. I don't, well, Empire probably does have the 5v5 level 1 advantage. Beastmaster, Anti-Mage, as well as Invoker, not the best as far as level 1 fighting goes, because Invoker doesn't have any spells, Anti-Mage doesn't have all that much right-click damage, and Beastmaster's, just a right-clicker. Looks like it's going to be a tri-lane on top, as I expected. Sonic, Blow Your Brains, and Goblack. There's going to be 2.5 people on the top lane. If they run into Atsi, he's pretty much dead if he lands a Chaos Bolt. Gotta watch out there, Shadow Demon. Nino and Calculus. Gonna move out of here. Rise as well. But Balsam looks like he's gonna stick on the top lane. Unless he is moving to the bot lane, which would probably be a better idea. Well, anyway, Scandal's definitely gonna go for the mid lane. He's camping out there. Got himself some pooled regeneration. Silence can be soloing the hard lane as expected. Goblack in the jungle, so really standard, expected stuff from Empire. Ooh, an invisibility rune from Wolves. It's a pretty large opportunity. They could get the jump on that Enchantress and do a little bit of damage to her. Looks like it's going to be Calculus and the Nino dual lane bot with a... Okay, Balsam as well as Atsi going to be in the mid lane. That makes sense. Anti-Mage in the mid lane versus Morphling. Not bad at all. And then Rise, of course, Beastmaster on the hard lane. So there we go. Both teams, not with a lot of team fight, but with a lot of damage. Wolves with a huge amount of setup and lockdown. Empire with just a huge amount of we're going to kill you in the face. Let's speed through this just a little bit. There we go. And we're back from that boring pause. Invisibility taken up by Rise. Instantly spotted out by Funnick, laying down those wards in the same exact spot. Wards having a little bit of a powwow there. Balsam as well as Atsi versus Scandal. It should go the way of Wolves, because that Shadow Demon will eventually, after he's done dewarding, be able to just harass back that Morphling, keep him back so that Balsam has all the room in the world to farm. Bot lane, Silent might be in a little bit of trouble. Nino just waiting for his opportunity to cut through this tree and just go to town. Not going to take that chance though. Calculus, without a point of Cold Snap, won't be able to do much. And Rise, being a little bastard, sitting in the pull spot, he goes, so loses invisibility there. Take a couple of blasts from Funnick, but with a stout shield, he should be fine for that. I do believe the first blood is probably going to happen on this bot lane, Silent, or Rise if he gets a little bit too careless. I don't want to sit through these pauses. I'm an impatient man, and I have laundry to do. Yeah, it's definitely a good excuse, right? I know, it's the best excuse. But Invoker, now at the point of Cold Snap, will be able to handle Nature's Prophet very well. But when you lane Nature's Prophet on the hard lane, it's not to actually win it. It's to get level 2, get that teleportation up, and then aid in the ganking against the Beastmaster. Silent, he needs level 3 actually. Level 3, go 1-1-1, get that point of Sprout, hold up the Beastmaster just for a little bit, force him to use a Tango or those axes to get out, and then just squish everyone on the map with your teleportation skill.
Denied.
And of course I decided to start with this cast with an empty glass of water. Or like near empty. How unfortunate. Rise being a little bastard once again, blocking off that big creep camp from Goblack. But him and Funnick going to be farming up those ogres, and there's a ton of them. Getting a little bit of experience for the support heroes. Ultimate, of course, led by Blow Your Brains, the very easy lane on the top lane. Silent getting a cold snap. Nino looking for a telekinesis, is going to latch it. Silent's going to get pulled back towards Calculus, taking a lot of damage from the creeps. Silent is going to walk away from this actually. Calculus very low on HP, 120, going to salve up and be just fine. Silent as well. Silent getting out of there, but taking a Fade Bolt before he could actually get full usage of that salve. Calculus does have another point of cold snap ready to go. So they could be aggressive once again onto Silent, who does not have any more restoratives. In the meantime, Blow Your Brains as well as Funnick looking towards the top lane. Rise, I don't think he has much experience. Yeah, he's only level 1 still. So the hard lane definitely going better for Empire than for Wolves. Beastmaster will be able to function once he gets level 6. He'll be able to scale up very well. You kind of expect him to do a little bit of that creep stacking. Instead, he's just sitting here and not getting anything. I guess he knows that the creeps are going to be coming back to his tower soon enough. So then he carries mid lane. Balsam, as expected, doing a little bit better than the Morphling, but he's missing last hits uncharacteristically. I don't want to say I could do better, but I could do better. You guys know, I'm the best at last hitting. Stupid Han ruining my last hitting skills. Engagement on Scandal, putting a little bit of damage on him, forcing out the rest of his tangos. And Rise, yep, it's time for that pulling. 51, 52, throw. He's going to start stacking up the Ancients, which will help him recover from this really crappy start. Silent Mike, gotta be a little bit careful there, man. He's gonna chill in the trees, as Nature's Prophets usually do, just hide in trees and farm. So far, 0-0. No first blood yet. 2 attempts from Wolves, though. And Wolves have been playing cautiously enough between those attempts to not actually be in a lot of danger themselves. And Calculus actually going for a Wex build. Usually when you land a safe lane Invoker, you want him to have that Exhort, to have a little bit of presence on the other lanes. Especially when you have a Shadow Demon on your team as well as Rubik. Silent not getting all that much, 18 for 10, but he's still doing better than the Invoker remarkably with these Treants. Helping him last hit quite a bit. Hasn't teleported out just yet. That's because Rise has been playing very cautiously, as well he should. Else he's just gonna die if he doesn't, so usually don't want to die.
Oh, too bad.
As the game just continues to farm on. A little Harpy Storm coming out. Dropped down a whole bunch of Chain Lightning, and that spell hurts actually. Like, it's not exactly a spell, a creep that you would expect to get. Like, you would want Centaurs or, you know, Trolls or whatever. That Harpy is an absolute bitch. So much mana to cast those. It's really annoying. So much damage there. And it's pretty long range as well. Like, it's freaking huge. It's like having a Zeus on your team for, you know, however long. And look, Atsi, out of regenerative, restorative items, Balsam with the Ring of Health. We'll be able to shrug off most of that damage. And now Rise going to get Reality Rifted back. 3 seconds stun on him. All the Spirits landing as well. And Rise is going to go down to the Chaos Knight. First Blood has been picked up by the Empire side. Blow your brain with First Blood. Power Treads on him. He's going to be very happy about that. Not only is he going to be happy about that, everyone from Empire is going to be happy about that. And the Wisp level 4, so not quite the relocating level quite yet. The CK is level 6. Picked up a point of Phantasm. Usually do see 3-3 on these two spells because Phantasm, your illusions don't do all that much. And it costs a hell of a lot of mana. I guess when they're aiming for a very early push, an additional copy of yourself is very useful. Phantasm did pick up that tower kill, so, you know, what do I know? Nature's Prophet being ballsy as all hell, just walking around the enemy jungle. Maybe you can go towards the mid lane, look for a kill onto Atsi. Or just farm. You know, Nature's Prophet, jungling hero, why not? Got those treants. Gonna get initiated upon by Balsam though. Only 1 level of blink, so he can't actually chase, and Atsi might be in a little bit of trouble as we see Blow Your Brain as well as Funnick transitioning down to the mid lane. They fell back though. Instead they're gonna look for a Rise. If they land a Chaos Bolt or a Reality Rift, Rise is going to die. Reality Rift to open up with the Tether Stun, and then a 4-second Bolt. Rise is so dead. Another kill for Blow Your Brain.
Your time on display is ended.
And Empire, realizing what's happening with those Ancients, going to ward off that pole camp. As Silent still hasn't teleported out, but he's been farming very well. 27 for 13. Now up against the Anti-Mage. In the mid lane, Scandal. Now up against 3 heroes. Not enough stun to actually kill him, though, I don't believe. Telekinesis is the only one. Cold Snap as well. He does take that curse, but he's going to wait for him out of there. Tornado to follow up. Calculus really wants this kill. With Salve as well as a Haste Rune on the Morphling. It's going to be fine. They do have the ganking party of the Wisp CK. Looking around for someone. Gonna get drums delivered. So CK has pretty much his early game all set. Scandal's gonna pop a haste rune and make a break for it. But Nino already with the double damage rune, now Silent is in a huge amount of trouble. Blink in from Balsam, and Nino's cutting off his escape. Silent has to sprout himself and teleport out. Is he gonna get there in time? Chop through for Balsam, but not enough time for telekinesis. A little bit too slow with that quelling blade. Now Blow Your Brain and Godlike and Funnick looking towards the mid lane, going to initiate onto Calculus. He does have Ghost Walk available to him, and he instantly pops that. Is there any True Sight? I don't believe there is. We do know where he is now, but it doesn't matter. Just, as long as he's not doing anything, just ignore him. They're going to instead go for the tier 1 on the mid lane. Blow Your Brains finds him once again, and Dust teleported in from Silent. 4-second stun on Calculus, and he instantly goes down. There's the first teleportation from Nature's Prophet, and boy was it a good one. Gonna get them a kill as well as a tower. Empire just playing so well this game. 3-0, 2-0-1 on the Chaos Knight. Can get his magic stick delivered to him, magic wand, I'm sorry. And already 2 towers down with a push that with a lineup that's not really oriented towards pushing. So they're getting a lot of opportunities, and they're making full advantage of them. They could very easily go to this bot lane and take that tower down as well. Wisp with arcane boots at this point in the game. No deaths to his name, which is something that it's very fortunate for the Wisp. Silent continuing to teleport around, get a little bit of momentum. Gonna go for those power treads. Gonna go for the mech build, so he's gonna be, yeah, as I said before, more support oriented Nature's Prophet. Is there dust or smoke here? No, no smoke. Instead they're just gonna go straight in for the Nino. He's seeing Reality Rift onto him. He's gonna hide in the trees, but the trees disappear because of those axes. Nino can take one more impetus and go down. Finally taking a little bit of damage, but Calculus missing his tornado. 2-second stun on him. Sentry Ward does get dropped down, so no Ghost Walk for you this time. Nature's Prophet ultimate bouncing around and getting the kill. Another 2-hero pick for Team Empire. 1 on the Nature's Prophet, 1 on the Enchantress. So Blow Your Brains, you've had enough fun. He's going to run into Rise, and he does have all of his spells up. Rise stuck in a corner. Don't even need to use any spells for this one. Kick his ass. There you go. Enchantress with the spear is getting another kill. And now Wisp is level 6, so relocate is up. This is a very dangerous time for Wolves. 0-6 so far. Not a single kill on their team. Whereas the big heroes from Empire are getting farm. Morphling, not the most farm in the game, but he was up against a dual lane in the early stage. He's just gonna try to recover on the top lane. Blow Your Brain with the early power of the Chaos Knight, really showing it off here, getting lots of picks without being in danger of himself. Now, a lot of Empire heroes grouping up, gonna run into the Enchantress. Tornado, is it gonna fly out? No, just a cold snap. Telekinesis following. Godblack is gonna go down from this one. Being a little bit too ballsy, but here comes the combo. Blow Your Brain as well as Funnick can instantly go on to Rise, and he gets disrupted by his friendly. Stun is still not there actually. Stun happened from both Tether as well as the Chaos Ball, but Rise is getting right click down from Blow Your Brain. Silent has teleported in here, going to try to go for Calculus. There goes the Mana Void onto Blow Your Brain, but he's just standing his ground against Balsam. One more hit, huge crit onto the anti-mage, getting a kill before he can even teleport out of there. Calculus only 12 HP, running out of there very quickly with that phase boost as well as the high points of Wex. Blow Your Brain looking for a stun on Atsy. Not going to happen though. Reality ripped him back, and a huge amount of damage from that Phantasm is going to get him a triple kill. 504 for the Chaos Knight. Still at very high amounts of health. 1800 gold for him. The world is his oyster. Level 10. Most gold per minute. Would not be surprised to see the most experience per minute as well. Yeah, he's just rolling all over this game. And with his buddy Funnick, it's a very deadly combo. As I said before, so much lockdown, so much damage coming out from these two heroes together. In the meantime, Scandal just chilling in the top lane, farming, recovering from his bad early start. He can go for a Ring of Aquila, as well as a Magic Wand, so get his basic items up. Then he could look to something that costs a little bit more. But the only death on Empire being that Enchantress kill. It's not looking good for Wolves at all. Balsam is gonna go for nothing. He only has a Ring of Health at this point, Power Treads as well. So not the most for Anti-Mage, who had a dual lane. Silent, gonna start building a little bit closer to his mech. Blurry and Funnick, the relocate available to them. They could choose to gank anyone, probably someone like Calculus. So Nature Prophet does not have any dust actually. So that Ghost Walk still represents the escape. Balsam getting stunned into the tether. 2-second stun as well. Is there enough damage to actually kill him before he blinks out? He blinks down the river. Balsam is going to have to run away from this one, but that speed boost from tether so much. Reality Rift him back. Nature Prophet ultimate as well as a teleport in from him. Picks off the anti-mage for the second time. So deadly, this combo of Wisp CK. Now with only 3 heroes on the mid lane for Empire, they're confident enough to push it with just 3 of them. They're going to run to the Nino, but here comes the huge team fight. Funnick is going to get roared and instantly brought down. Cold Snap on him, perma-stun before he can do anything. 3-second stun on Calculus as Blurry gets disrupted while trying to run away. He's completely surrounded. Telekinesis, not there, but Chaos Bolt is stolen. Gets Phantasm though. He's going to try some mind games. Stun the wrong one, and there goes Calculus CK just saying, oh yeah, 2v4, I'll take it. Rise also getting demolished as the rest of Empire arrives onto the scene. Atsy, the last one to survive in this fight, gets Reality Rifted back and just right-click down. 2 for 14, triple kill for Blow Your Brain. 805 on him. What is he actually getting? He's getting a Mantis style. Yeah, Yasha. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go for a Mantis style. Illusions everywhere, and that Reality Rift's burst damage is gonna be absolutely huge. Wolves not having this game go for them at all. The only 2 kills they got are on very low priority heroes, the Enchantress as well as the Wisp. And Blow Your Brain just stood his ground against 4 heroes. He knew that how farmed he was. Not even gonna get hit by that EMP. This Chaos Knight is absolutely fierce on Reality Rift. Onto the Nino, 3-second stun as well. Disruption from the friendly will buy him a little bit of time, but he's screwed nonetheless. Atsy stepping up a little bit too far. Might be a little bit dangerous. Well, Reality Rift is up. Gonna pull back the Shadow Demon. 1 hit, 2 clicks, and 1 more from Scandal. Gonna bring him that kill. Calculus now on the run. No Ghost Walk up for him. 1 hit, 2 hit. Wisp somehow getting a triple kill. Wisp, of all people, really, that happened. But Funnick demanding satisfaction. 2-17, and now the Raxes are in danger. The Wolves are very low level, so they have high amounts of uptime for their heroes, but they don't have enough power to stop the CK. Full mana, almost full health. Gonna pull back Balsam. 3-second stun. Gets disrupted by a friendly roar onto Scandal. Telekinesis onto Blow Your Brain as the anti-mage jumps in for that mana void. Does a little bit of damage, but it only has a Vanguard, so he's not going to be doing the most. Scandal will waveform through. Rise and Balsam looking for that kill. Balsam only has 2 levels of Blink, so he doesn't have a lot of mobility. The Rubik does go down. EMP not going to hit because of that tornado. And Empire just continuing to just push in. The Arcane Boots, I believe there's 2 Arcane Boots on the Empire side. Only 1 actually. But Blow Your Brain, when he's tethered with those Arcane Boots, they'll get double the mana. And there goes the melee Rax. 15 minutes in, Empire looking unstoppable in this entire tournament. Such careful play, such aggressive play. And there's the GG call by Calculus. They've had enough. 2 for 18. Losing Raxes this early in the game in a situation that you simply cannot recover from unless your anti-mage is farmed out of your mind. But yeah, Wagamama calling it. Offlane Furion is better than a safe lane Invoker. Invoker didn't have the best time when Silent was in relative safety for the entirety of the early game, even though the Invoker also had the Rubik to support. So all the Wolves checked out. Empire have won this game in a dominating fashion. So thanks for watching, guys. This has been Wolves versus Empire from the Star Series Season 3. 3rd cast in like a row. And I don't know, the longevity of my voice is really something that's not improving all that much. But I'm sure if I had water it would help. You know, because water helps. But I accidentally pulled the map away from that Dire Victory. I don't know, I didn't know I could actually do that. There's the game. You can imagine the Ancient blowing up. And hopefully we still see the score screen. But that's it, guys. Score screen and